Hello, hello. Tis me. As soon as I find where I am. Ah, here I am. I found me. Alright, I'm good. Today's gonna be a highly unstructured learning stream. More of a flow of consciousness of like, hey, what am I supposed to do here? So, that's the plan. Yeah, and that's about it, honestly. I'm also going to be using Krita, which has an animation profile, and I do love Krita. I've been a Krita shill for years, despite never making it my main program. But it is going to be my main program for animation. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to figure it out together. So today we're probably just going to do, what is it, like the first few exercises, right? Like the ball stuff and like the ball and stuff like that, I guess. And let me quickly as well order food. Like I said, today's very unstructured, not just in the stream but also in my life. So I'm going to order food, and I'm going to have to grab some food probably midstream here. So let me quickly do this before I forget. All right, order placed. Fantastic. Gonna have food delivered. All right, about 30 to 40 minutes on that. Perfect. So, I selected a workspace for animation. I'm gonna click new file. And, oh, there's animation templates. Animation, Japanese, English. Okay. Why can y'all not see this? Hold on. Krita, are you... Show it to them. Hello? Why can y'all not see it? Hold on. Because the document's open now, but it's not showing it. Oh, let me turn it off and back on. Why are you like this? No, not that. What type of human am I eating today? Just your typical. Why won't it... Well, let me add a new window capture here. Let me delete this from the scene. Add a new window capture. Create. I want to show it. Hold on. Okay, not... Maybe I can't do a window capture. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Desktop 1. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't realize this would be so problematic. Hold on. And how do I... OBS, how do I make it not snap too? Hold on. Wait a minute. That made it infinite. So I figured, alright, you know what? We're just gonna live with it. Enjoy! So, yeah. We are now here. This is, I guess, the animation template in Krita. And we're good to go. So, yeah. So when I select animation, this is what it is. I guess we'll play around with it. I don't know, this seems weird to me. Cause like, isn't this, so this is just the way that they have like the paper set up, right? So this is just to help a lot of Japanese paper animators transition into digital animation. Is that what I'm getting here? Because I don't think I need to do that. Hold on. Let's just do like a 1920 by 1080 pick. Yeah, I don't need all that extraneous stuff. I just need a blank canvas. Where's zoom? Huh? Oh god, is Krita different than I remember? No, wait. There we go, control. Okay. So, highly unstructured, very educational. Okay, so we got layers down here. Oh, there's a little scroll bar down here. Whoops. Zoom. All right. Brush. There's a brush. So these are my animation tools, right? So I've got my I've got onion skins, auto frame mode, duplicate frame, blank frame, remove keyframe without moving anything. Okay. So let's add a blank frame. And then here we have this. So now, there you go. So now it draws. So it's best to just use solid lines in the beginning. Yeah, this will be fine. So first things first, it's the ball thing, right? So we gotta draw a new layer. And this will be like, oh, it's gonna do this. So then, let's see, so all I ever see is, okay, so we do this, new frame. So we got like a ball. Okay, so ball. So if I say nothing on frame 1 and then I do frame 2 has the ball, and then frame 3 has the ball here. Why does it duplicate like that? Shouldn't it? Why are you like this? Hold on. Don't worry, we're learning Krita together. Remove. So I do this and I hit new keyframe. And then we do that. We turn on onion skin though. Okay. Why is it not doing anything? Onion skin, yes. I want it on. Yes, show 2 frames in either direction, I guess. Yes. Okay, this is all correct. So why isn't it on? Hold on. What is... Clicking it doesn't do anything. It just brings up the menu about it. Hey. Whatever, man. I don't need to see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna wing it. This is kind of tedious though, having to move over here and repress this every time. Is there a hotkey? No. There's a ball. What's this? Drop frames on, remove keyframes without moving anything around, add duplicate frames. Okay, so the next frame, add blank. Got a circle. No. Does next frame have a hotkey at least? Like this? No. Okay, next frame, I guess. This seems fairly tedious. I probably have to I probably have to look up some stuff on how to modify the stuff here to actually work right, because it feels like this is not how it's supposed to feel, because this does not feel great. Yeah, so the ball came down up here, and it's like a roller coaster. It falls down pretty well, and then it's gonna hit the ground, right? So it's gotta be all like, oh no, I've hit the ground now. Bleep. And then we gotta, and then it come back up. And then it's going up the roller coaster again. Oh, I was really redrawing that over all the exact same. God, dude, this. Alright, the functionality here is not great. I'm gonna be honest. So the onion skin doesn't even work. And I have to manually input like 3 keys every keyframe. Or 3 clicks, I mean. I guess keys is not the right word when I'm actually doing animation keyframe stuff, right? Okay. Boop. And then it goes like whoop. And back up. Wait a minute. Let's see. Ah, my order's on its way. Nice. Delightful. So I think, if anything, this one should take longer, shouldn't it? Because isn't it slowing down, and that means that there should be more frames? I think. Yeah. So we're gonna slow it down. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, no, how do I make it? Well, that is an animation. All right. How do I... There's so many settings that it's like, where is the functionality? Hold on. So can I not just make it loop the ones that I have made? Start, end 30, 34. Huh? Why did you just go past 34? Isn't that why? Oh, wait. There it goes. I've animated. Why would you look at that? Okay, if we turn that off and do it. Well, it's not great, but it exists. And I made it. Okay. Seems simple enough. I have a book with me, trying to help me learn / teach me. So, let's see here what we got. Bouncing ball. Oh, apparently I should do it a bit higher. Hold on. Yeah, so spacing and timing, squash and stretch. Yeah, okay. So I can do a better version of this. Hold on. See, because this arc is actually just too small. So let me just get rid of that. We'll do a new one. So it comes in from downtown, and then it goes boing, and then boing, and then it boings out. Oh, no, that's the text tool. Is this the transform? Oh, looks like my DoorDash has arrived. So I will be right back with the real animation soon. All right, here's the plan. So I've got to eat some food, but I also don't want to just sit here and eat food and do nothing. So let me pull up some YouTube. How to set up Krita for animation. How to animate in Krita. Yeah, we can watch this kind of stuff. So this is the same person's content, but they made this one more recently, so it's probably a lot better. All right, let's watch this.
These days, there is a lot to balance, but Grammarly ensures.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to animate in Krita. I've put any relevant links and the timestamps in the description as to, so if you want a specific part of the video, you can skip ahead. So Krita is an open source drawing software that you can get for free if you go through the link in the description. There is a paid version, which I have on PC, and the only difference is that it will update automatically, whereas the free version you have to download and reinstall it every time you want the newest version. If you're not sure whether Krita will work on your laptop or PC, you can check the program specifications to see whether Krita will run. After that, hit download and install Krita as you would any other program. When Krita is open, you'll see this screen. Hit New File, and in Custom Document you can alter the width and height to how you like it. For any animation I upload to YouTube, I'll set it to 1920 by 1080 pixels,
Oh, hey.
while anything for TikTok or Instagram Reels will be 1080 by 1920 pixels. Hit Create and your canvas is ready. To get the animation toolbars, you can either go to Window, Workspace, Animation, though this will remove your brushes and colour wheel. So, if I have the default workspace set up, I'll go to Settings, Dockers, and from this menu I'll select Animation and Timeline. If your undo or redo buttons have disappeared, you can right click here and from the menu tick the box that says File. To move any toolbars around the space, just click on the top and drag them where you want them. If you're unsure about what an icon does, just hover over them to see the name. To start animating, you'll want to create a new layer. Any new layer you make will be transparent, which is shown here by the checkered preview. This means you'll be able to use the onion skin, which wouldn't work if you were to try and animate on a filled layer like the background. With the new layer selected,
Wait, her onion skin just works?
Right-click on the first
She didn't have to
frame
like
and
turn it
select
on or nothing.
Create
What the hell?
Blank frame. You should do this every time you want to draw something new. Otherwise, the image on the frame before will hold throughout the timeline instead. You'll also see this light bulb icon has appeared, and this is if you want to draw something new. Otherwise, go down to the timeline and right-click on the first frame and select Create Blank Frame. You should do this every time you want to draw something new. Otherwise, the image on the frame before will hold throughout the timeline instead. You'll also see this light bulb icon has appeared, and this is for your onion skin. When you have 2 or more frames in that layer, you'll be able to activate it to see your next and previous frames. I'm going to start my animation with 100 frames. I work at 25 frames in that bulb
So what
icon
about the onion skin?
hold
Hold on.
throughout the timeline instead. You'll also see this light bulb icon has appeared, and this is for your onion skin. When you have 2 or more frames in that layer, you'll be able to...
Okay, hold on. Krita. So I turn this on and then I onion skin. Aha! Whoop. I messed something up. There it goes. I see. Now I get it. Now I get it. All right. Thank you very much, miss. There we go.
To activate it to see your next and previous frames. I'm going to start my animation with 100 frames. I work at 25 frames per second, which you can change here, and that means my animation will last 4 seconds in total. To start, I'll make sure my transparent layer is selected, move to my first blank frame and start drawing. This first pose will be the skull at its regular proportions, and I'm just sketching loosely. It doesn't have to be neat because I can clean it up later on. The next couple of frames will show the skull being squashed, ready for the next frame to really stretch the drawing out. This will give the animation a bit of a pop before it goes back to the first position. To speed up my workflow, I want to assign shortcuts. You can do this by going to Settings, Configure Critter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, which is that like I need to do a lot of the functionality myself, which sounds about right.
These are shortcuts I've assigned to my keyboard to help me work faster, but you can assign the tools and keys how you like. If you want to copy a frame to another...
She's right-handed. You can tell. Because the WADs and QE, that's A, gamer position, so your fingers are in the gamer mode, and B, that's your left hand. So this is a right-handed artist. So I would need to figure out my own later. I'd probably end up using the numpad, to be honest. Because the numpad probably would work the best, because like the arrow keys on the numbers and stuff, so I might end up doing that.
Assign the tools and keys how you like. If you want to copy a frame to another place in the timeline, you can right-click on the frame, select Copy to Clipboard, right-click on the frame you want it to repeat, and select Paste from Clipboard. I want to make the animation a little smoother, so I'm going to add in a couple of in-betweens. In the animation process, there are your keyframes, which are your main poses. Then you have the breakdowns, which are the poses between your keyframes, and then you have in-betweens, which help you with timing. For example, in this ball bounce, my keyframes would be the starting point, the highest part of the bounce, and then where the ball connects with the floor. My breakdowns would be the points between those keyframes, and then I would use my in-betweens to show spacing and timing like this. For slow movements, I'll add in more in-betweens, and the drawings will be quite close together.
Never heard of breakdown. I've only
As
ever
the
heard
ball
just
picks
like
up speed,
your keys and then you in
drawings will be
between the
spaced
keys,
further
and then you do
apart.
all the spacing and stuff
You can
during
use the
that.
onion skin to show more frames by activating the light bulb in the layer, and then selecting the onion icon in the animation panel. You can change the visibility, opacity, and color of your next and previous frames here. Typically, I'll only have -1, 0, and 1 visible when I'm animating, but this is a good way to show you how it's all spaced out. Once I was happy with my skull, I wanted to add in some little extra animations like this to help fill out the canvas a bit more. With this coloured circle, I want it to start out slow, move quickly across the front of the skull, and then around to return to the starting position. The way I'll do this without using too many frames is to stretch out a single drawing so it appears to be travelling quicker. This is also called a smear.
Right. Smears.
I'll keep adding these small loops
Those are
until I'm
important to
happy
know.
with the animation. Now, once I'm done with my animation, there are a couple of ways to finish it off. My favourite style is lineless, and to do that, I'll just make a new layer, create keyframes matching those of my rough animation, and draw over the top with a brush and colour of my choice. Alternatively, I can make a new layer, line my animation, and then colour by hand on a layer beneath. Or, making sure all the gaps are closed, duplicate my line layer and use the bucket tool to fill in the colours. Though I'd recommend using a drawing tablet as it gives you a bit more control than using a mouse or trackpad, there's a brush stabiliser in the tool options panel that you can adjust to suit you. If you don't want to make a new layer and create a background directly in your project, you can simply click and drag one from your folders and drop it into the canvas. I'd recommend creating your background at the same dimensions as your canvas or larger, and then resizing using the transformation tool. Or add in your backgrounds in an editing program, which I'll go over in a moment. To add sound to your project, there is a small speaker icon in the upper left-hand corner of the timeline. Left click it, select Open Audio and choose whatever you like from your files. When that's done, it should play while scrubbing through your timeline or playing through your animation. To import a PNG sequence to Critter or a series of images, go to File, Import Animation Frames, add images, select what you like and press Open. These will appear in a new layer on the timeline. This is great for rotoscoping as you can reduce the opacity of the layer, make a new layer and draw over the top. There currently isn't a way to import a video directly into Critter, so your best bet is to convert your video to a PNG sequence and import it as I just showed you. When you're finally ready to export your animation, there are a couple of ways you can do it. Firstly, if you want to export your animation and bring it into an editing program to layer it up with the background, sound effects and camera moves, you can export it as a PNG sequence. To do this, go to File, Render Animation, and from the top, select Image Sequence. Make sure your first and last frames are correct. I'd recommend exporting as PNG as it offers transparency. Just make sure any filled background layers are hidden and choose the file location. As this will export every frame as an individual image, I'd suggest making a new folder. You can select only unique frames so your holds won't appear in the folder, but I tend to leave this unticked. Once you've pressed OK, it'll render and you should have something like this. For editing programs, I use the free version of DaVinci Resolve, but if you're looking for another free editing software, a few of my friends also use HitFilm Express. If I open up DaVinci Resolve and make a new project, I can click and drag the sequence into the media panel and then into the timeline, and it'll show as a single video file. From there, I can do the same with music, sound effects, backgrounds, titles, whatever I need, and when I'm done, go to Deliver down here. To export, I'll select YouTube from the preferences, adjust any of these if I need to, and
I don't need to know
Add
how to use
Render
DaVinci.
Queue. When it's there, I'll click this folder and select the file. These files still work for me, but if they don't work for you, then I've also put the latest FFmpeg website link in the description. To link FFmpeg, click this folder and select the file from where you've saved it. I've just got mine on my desktop. There are a few options you can choose from the Render As menu in Krita, though I've only ever used GIF or MP4. You'll want to click the three dots beside Render As and make sure Baseline is selected. Click OK. Choose your file location, and if you want to export with audio, if you've added it to your file, tick this box and select OK. The animation will now render and appear in your folder, along with a log file which you don't have to keep. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Leave a comment if you've got any questions. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see more animations and tutorials from me, and I'll be back with another video real soon. Bye!
For just $67, you can make as many videos as you want, and you never need to pick up a camera or use any.
All right. Well, okay then. Good brief food break, and we got some new information. New information has arrived. So. We now know how the onion skin works. And let's decrease that opacity. So, yeah, so you literally do just have to press that every time. So I am going to need to set up my own hotkeys at some point. Although I actually kind of like the idea of just something like that. All right, and then next frame, we're here. Then we're here. Then we're here. And actually, I'm going to try the smear thing. So you hit that and then you bounce off. And you boing up. And then you keep going. Oh, I need to turn on the onion skin so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So this stuff needs to move over one, yeah? So that I can put in here This one, right? Because that's too much of a gap. Maybe? I don't know. Well, let's see how it looks first. Yeah. Oh. So it's like that. And then like that. Then it does the smear to make it look like it's traveling faster, and then we smoosh it. It gets smooshed. And then it comes up and off it goes. And then so this ought to have them like that. Yeah, and then so we'll say 22 frames, and then we'll play. Let's turn this off. Yeah. It's a little bit weird and wonky, but it's technically good, I guess. So I do think I need that one frame. Where was it? Like right here, yeah. So right here, new frame. Wait a minute. The shape on that isn't right, because it should be like that. No, that's not quite right either. So I think I've made a big oopsie. Because I think, so we do that, then we come here and there. So this one, I think, should probably be the quote-unquote smear. Oh. And then this one should be something like that. Not quite sure. So it definitely looks janky on the other side. I wonder if, so like I need to put a frame in between all these to like to in between, right? Paste, copy, cut. So how do I do the hold frames? Is that it? Yes, okay, so that was correct. Right, so now I can do in-betweens. So what is this now? This is now a 44. Right, and then so, make that blank, go in between, blank, in between, blank, in between, blank, in between, blank, in between. Or no, because this is when it's getting faster, right? So I should favor one. And I should favor 1. So I should favor the next one. And then so this one's going to be a bit wonky because this is when it makes contact pretty much, right? So then I do this, and then this is it just came back out. And then it's coming back up. And then so I should, since it's slowing down, I need to start favoring the next one, right? And then now that we've hit the top of the arc, I should favor the closer one. Yes? So I should, instead of in the middle, I should favor the previous one a bit more. Get a little bit of the smear started. And then, so this is, it makes contact with the ground, but still kind of like this. And then this one should be like here. And then here. And once again, I should start to favor the upcoming. So like that. That looks kind of better. It's still pretty choppy, but it looks fine. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's timing wise, it's like close-ish, which is, oh, stop, please. Okay. So like, I think I located one of the problems. It's like there's too many frames right here before the smear. So I think that's part of the problem. Hold on. So if I do that, so if I remove, oh, get back down there, please. Okay. Hey. Oh, did I just remove the wrong one? Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. So that should be slightly better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. All right. Fair enough. And hold on. Let me move this over here. So let me quickly check into this because I think I mentioned it before, but I have been in an animation class before. So I want to compare to what it was when I was actually learning. No, that wasn't it. Was it this one? No. Oh, wait, no, this one is technically, yeah. Because this one was supposed to be squash and stretch, but I put a face in it for cute giggles. Bricks and cubes. Didn't I? Where's my ball? Oh, there's a ball. Ball bounce. Frames. Is this not? Where did it go? I don't. Hold on. So it says that I have done a ball bounce at some point, but it doesn't look like there's a video of it. And I don't have the program that this was done on because it was at the college. I have no comparison. Very well. So we have this. Yeah. It's something. So it makes me wonder, because I think what it is, it's a bit floaty. There might be too many here. Hold on. If I do this. So is that a bit better? That is a bit better. Okay. Oh, I ought to blink. So that is a bit better like that. All right, I'm happy enough with this. And so you saw a brief snippet of it, but the next one I was going to do was something different, something rigid and hard. Let's see. It's basically like if you do the ball bounce with like a brick, right? So if I put like a shelf and there's a brick on it, and then there's no, whoa, and then there's the floor. All right, and then we turn that down to like 50%, and then we do a new layer, and then this is going to be our animation layer. So if I do new keyframe, turn on onion skinning, and we put the brick here. Oh no, there's a brick. Then we go to the next frame. And then, oh no, the brick has fallen over. And then, oh dear. And the brick is gonna smear. So what if I do this? And then like I add like action lines or something. And then, so it continues to smear. I don't know if smears should technically overlap or not, but I was going to leave them not doing that. And then we're going to have it crack open. Okay. So and that does that. And then this guy's going to fracture off. And this one's actually going to do like this. Because I've seen what happens when a brick or something like that falls on the ground like this. It's pretty wild. All right, and then actually, so what if, so I do this, and instead of completely starting a new frame, I do something like this. And then once again, instead of completely starting fresh, we got to keep that one the exact same. And then we do this. And then that. And then like this one like falls over. Oh, no, I made a new frame. I just need to erase so that I keep this one the same. All right, so that one's going to pop up a bit because things bounce. Yes, even bricks. All right. So then this one's going to settle into its final position. And this one's going to land there and do a little bit of a tiny bounce. It's again just this guy. And then he's gonna settle in. Nope, not a new frame. Hold on. So what if I copy and paste? Huh? No. That's not what I, hold on. Because it's pretty much this frame again. So if I duplicate keyframe. So add a duplicate keyframe. There we go. I made it the same. Okay. And so this is now 15 frames. Okay. Oh, this actually looks really good. The break. All right. All right. Go me. Go me. However, looking at it, so let's take, so I think there needs to be more up here. So let's select several. And then we do the hold frames. Yeah. And then let's make it like fall over a bit slower. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I did all that on top of the same dang layer. Hold on. So let me just Now, the best thing about animation that I do know / have learned is that it doesn't actually matter how good each drawing is. Each one can individually look like shit, and it can look like an animated beautifulness. So it's really, really cool. So even if you're self-conscious, animation just looks bad. I mean, if you've ever freeze-framed a video, you know this, right? Oh, that's not all of it. Let's go 20 frames. Why does that look weird? Maybe it looks weird because there's just no prompting of the thing falling down. Hold on. Also, let me hold frame. Yeah, so if there's like another frame of it just sitting there, it might make it feel a little bit better. Also, I just had an idea of like, so what if right here, so we delete that. When this goes up like this, what if it fractures again? Because that's a lot of stress to put on that tiny point. Okay. So we do this. And then so we do that into, now they just both chilling on the ground. So what if that happens? Hey, that doesn't look so bad either. But I wonder, so I did this and then there's just like the one frame of it on the ground fracturing. So what if, so I insert a hold frame, then I go with a new one. So if I make it take a little bit, just a tiny bit longer to actually fracture. Yeah, it looks pretty all right. But yeah, I like it. That's nice. Okay. So what should be next for us? How about the rotating cube? Because that's something, right? So we add a new frame. And then we draw a cube in as straight a lines as I can. Now this is the point where it's going to show the most. The whole, like, each individual drawing doesn't need to look good thing. Actually, so if I duplicate keyframe, what I can technically do is I move this over to here. And then I can think like, okay, what's the halfway point? So if I turn on, actually, I don't really need to turn on anything. I just need to draw a halfway point. No, I need to turn it on. 2, 3, 4. Light bulb. There we go. So now the thing is, that's a bit too harsh, I think. So something like this. So each individual drawing of a cube is going to look like shit, but it should be acceptable visually. Okay, and then I can do, nope, not a new frame, duplicate frame. And I'll put this one, 1, 2, 3, like that. Or no, 1, 2, like this. Like this. Yeah, and then I'll be rotating. Okay. So I do new frame. So this one is closer to the square. So wait, hold on. I need to figure out which direction it's rotating. So I'm going to have it rotating this direction, I think. Which means I need to, let's think about this. So this corner is coming to meet this one. So this is becoming this. So I'm looking to do this. So I put my line there, which also means that this line is going back to be that. So this line is going to be going back slightly in perspective. So it's going to be something like this. It can be a very subtle shift, but a shift nonetheless. And honestly, this is actually going to be even more extreme. Oh, that's a little thick. Because it hasn't quite made it there yet. And then make that like that. Okay, and then some like this. So this one here. Wait a minute. So do that, like to rotate. Ah, I messed that up. I had that backwards. I thought I was on the other frame. Okay. So now this one should favor this. Wait, I need to, sorry, new frame. So this needs to favor here, right? Yeah, some along these lines. And like this. Right, so it looks like right, and then so I could theoretically, yeah, hold on. Okay, so that's correct. And then it should continue. So this line should once again be here. Nope, sorry, new frame. Yeah. So this line goes here as it slowly shifts. Yeah. As it slowly shifts. And then the next one, new frame. This is absolutely smallest that point is going to be. And then this is going to go around there. Okay, let me turn off onion skin. Hey, it looks like it's turning. Well, I'll be damned. It's a little wonky, but I think that's mostly just because this is like a convex box I've drawn for the middle part. But what that means, so I can just duplicate these. And duplicate these. Yeah. So, so what do I do? So I remove this one to make it loop. So that's 11 frames. So it does this. That's a blazing speed. Okay, hold on. So if I insert hold frames, then we doubled this to 22. Well, it does look like it's looping. Hold on. But maybe I should do that, and then we'll do 25. Hey, I mean, that's a rotating square. I'm proud. Look at me. I'm learning. Okay. So, what's the next exercise I should do? Hold on. Let me consult my magic book. Oh, that's actually what our old GPS used to say. It was like, let me consult my magic book, instead of being like rerouting. It's like, let me consult. We had like the super fancy. It was like, I'm a wizard and I'm gonna tell you how to get to where you need to go. So, so there's the ball. It's saying do a coin. So that's the ease in and out to make something go a different speed. Okay, sure. Let's try that. Let's try that. New. Starting here, blank frame. Okay. So here we have this. And then it says draw one in the middle. Oh, let me turn on what you call it. And then one in, wait a minute, actually, what I should do, what is this? What? Huh? There we go. No? What? Oh, which one's the move tool? Move tool. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so duplicate frame. So we move it over here. And then duplicate, hello? Duplicate frame. I'm sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me just a second. Okay, so let's do that. And then in the middle here, we'll have what? So it's talking about how I should apparently, it's like instead of just like continuing to like middle it and just continuing to go in the middle until it all connects, we should actually favor parts of it, right? So if we were to like favor like this, something like that, it would be a different timing. So let's give this a try. So let me insert some frames in between these. 3 each. That way it gives me the chance. So if we say the middle is the middle, no, so what if we say the closest one is the middle one? And then on each edge, blink. And then we say on each edge. So now we half it again, but on one specific side. And then since we have another one, we half it again. What is happening here? Huh? The hell is it doing? Oh, why is there a second layer? What the hell? Okay. One layer to rule them all. Okay, here. And then click. Right, that's what we're going to half again. And then we're going to half again. Same thing here. So we're going to half. And we're going to half again. Right, and then so this should be super simply, what is that, 9 frames? Yeah. That's a little bit too fast, hold on. Make it longer. No, that's still 9 frames. 18 frames. Right, yeah, so it like accelerates and then decelerates, right? The acceleration. And I mean, since we increased it to this size, we might as well do the in-between. So this guy is in between these two. This one is in between these two. This one is in between these two. And this one is in between these two. This one is in between these two. This one is in between these two. This one, 2, and this one is in between these. So let's try it now. Yeah, look at that. That shit looks good. Yeah. Nice. Hell yeah. So Got that. Moving, let me consult my magic book. Yes, yes. Lesson 1, unplug. Take off your headphones and turn off the radio. Switch off your CD, the tape, and close the door. Huh? I can't take off my headphones, I'm streaming. Oh, I just realized I didn't have my music playing this entire time. Oh my god. Awkward. Okay. Hold on. All right. So yeah, now it's explaining those in-betweens. Oh, a pendulum. Ooh, that's a good way to increase. Yeah, so it's so that's telling me how to do what I just did, but on an arc. Okay, okay. Let's try that next. Pendulum, huh? Okay. So let's put a point in space as where our pendulum is. And then, yeah. So then we'll drop the opacity of that and put a new layer on top. Blank keyframe. On onion skin. Okay. So for this one, we've got this. Well, we'll make it dangle lower. So this is the same thing, but it's got an arc because it's a pendulum, right? So like the length here does not equal the length here, because that's like Pythagoras' theorem or whatever. This is c squared, not a squared, right? Math. See, who told you wouldn't use math in art? It's all about, that's what animation is. It's just math in hyperspeed. Yeah, so this should swing like that, right? So it should be something, well, first. How do I draw a straight line? Somebody help me. Listen, if my house and like put a gun to my head and said draw a straight line or I'll pull the trigger. Honestly, pull the trigger, man. Even if you gave me like a ruler or something, I'd fuck it up. Oh my god. There, good enough. So now, wait, that's the middle one. So let me move it to the middle. So now there's this one over here. I think that's close to the same length, not quite. There we go, that's a bit closer. So then we go to the other side. Is that technically correct? The length is a little off, I think. So it's more like that. No, it's a little bit farther even. Wow, still farther? Hold on. That looks more like it. All right, hold on. Still farther? What the fuck? There you go, that looks a little bit more right. So, oh, you know what I should do? So, on a new layer, so I should make a line connecting these so that it's easier to follow along with. Hold on. Yeah. And then we'll lower that opacity back down. Okay. So what I could do, let me insert frames between these. 3 frames between each. Yeah, so we'll just keep it simple, kind of like the one I just did. And then we can always increase that as well. Okay, so in the middle, no, we want to do what we did last time. So that means near the middle is where I'm going to put the halfway point. Yeah. And then I'm going to half it again. And I'm going to half it again. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did here, which is half it. And then I'm going to half it again, right? And so it should look like it's going a little bit faster towards the bottom, right? Okay, now let me draw the line. All right, yep, sure. And then the line. Making a pendulum. That was a really thick fucking line. Okay, so now we look at like our, what is it, 9 frames? Oh, I should make it coming back. Hold on. So I wonder if, can I do that just by like reversing the frames? So like I take this one, and then this one. Oh, no. And then this one. Then I take this one, and then take the middle one, and then I take the next one, then I take the next one, and then I take the next one, and I take the last one. I don't think I missed any. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. And so this is, so 15, 16. Hey, well, it's going back and forth. But now we should do, well, so what was the thing? It's like, so now I insert a whole frame for each of these, and then I draw the halfway. So I in between. Do it again. Then we do it again. And then we turn off the onion scan here. It's distracting. And then we do it again. But I'm gonna, even my in-between's not gonna be directly even, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be slightly favored. So that should add even more speed. Be Lightning McQueen, I am speed. Okay. And then here we're technically just retreading old ground, but it probably makes the loop look better if I manually in between here. It's sort of like you could just duplicate something, but it gets the hand-drawn feel when you whatchamacallit, when you draw it again, as opposed to duplicating it. So we'll see if that helps here. Because I don't know if it works the same way with animation. But it's like, because you could just draw one eye, duplicate it, and put it on the other side. Or you could draw it again, which makes it slightly different, which is technically correct to real life. Whoa, that bulbousness of the pen on that one. Alright, we're going to be seeing the results here shortly. Hopefully it's fine. Okay. Okay, so 32 frames. Well, would you look at that? Hell yeah. I mean, obviously the pendulum line is all messed up, but looks good. Let me hide this layer. Yeah, nice. His math. Listen, math is important, okay? That's how we define everything, all right? Use your math brain. You can describe anything. All right. Nice. So, I think this will be the last one for today, since today's pretty nice and I want to go out and try something, because I, being one who always wants to learn new skills, unfortunately I cannot really share this one with you guys as like a VTuber, but I'm going to be trying to learn how to blacksmith as well. And so now that we're starting to get nicer weather, I should be able to actually start giving it a real try. So I'm going to go and do that. So I think that's going to be the end of the stream for today then. Let me... There we go. So, thank you so much for tuning in today. We had a blast. We actually learned a few things, got some practice in. And, yeah, so we're going to give that a try and have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I'll catch you next time.